Stock has taken over the lead. Concert Tour has been defeated. Super Stock, Ricardo Santana win the Arkansas Derby.
And they're off. Ace High Royal, Schmooze from between, GT 350 all came out well. La Mutanati fourth on the outside of them up the backstretch. 3 lengths then to Cole Spur, and still on the books is trailing the field as they advance into the turn. Crowded battle up front. It's up on the outside, Schmooze by a neck, and to the inside, Ace High Royal, and right to the outside, La Mutanati, and now La Mutanati moves right to the head of Schmooze. Ace High Royal has dropped back. It's Schmooze by a head, and La Mutanati on the comeback trail, right to his outside, and their strides are synchronized, and they are 6 lengths clear of Ace High Royal. GT 350, Cole Spur, and still on the books, the back pair as they move off the turn and into the stretch. La Mutanati on the outside assumes the lead here. Schmooze is working hard just to his inside, and they may have brushed a bit there in the upper stretch. La Mutanati with the lead a half length, then Schmooze. Here comes Ace High Royal up the inside, a belated charge, the final 16th, and Ace High Royal is getting up to La Mutanati, and those two to the wire in the first. Very tight. Schmooze finished third, still on the books fourth. And they're off. Home base with a good start. Wobberjod, and he's a wild ride, were out well. Cabot is fourth. Bayou Sarge fifth. Carl G sixth on the inside. Then Fiery Tail and Baker's Man. Wobberjod has the lead up the backstretch. Relatively short lead, confronted by Home base on the inside. And those two are going to go headlong into the far turn. Home base by a head. Wobberjod, though, is right there, and then it's a 6 or 7 length break to Cabot into a distant third, followed by He's a Wild Ride. Carl G shuffled back in traffic. Fiery Tail outside of him. Bayou Sarge and Baker's Man, the last two, as they come to the head of the lane. Home base on the inside. Wobberjod on the outside. The rider appearing very comfortable on Wobberjod, and Wobberjod is assuming the lead and doing it rather smoothly in the upper stretch. Still has 3/16 to negotiate. As Home base drops back a bit, here comes Fiery Tail. And farther out, Carl G is making a big bid here. Second flight developing behind Wobberjod. Still has 70 yards to negotiate. Here's Fiery Tail gaining at Wobberjod. Those two very close, Fiery Tail or Wobberjod. Then Carl G and Home base. And they're off. Awkward start for Kentucky Bourbon. He's at the back early on. Little Frappuccino going to the lead here over Alpha Whiskey and Fast Lane from the inside. Then it's a length and a half, 2 lengths to El Jamar. He gets out in fourth. Back to the inside. It's Bourbon on Fire, followed to the outside by Pizza Charlie. And Kentucky Bourbon trails the field. He's some 8 lengths from the lead with a half mile to go. Alpha Whiskey on the outside, Little Frappuccino on the inside. Frappuccino with the lead by a neck. Alpha Whiskey to the outside. Second by some 3 lengths. Fast Lane is getting a tap to keep up. He's racing in third, just inside of El Jamar. Then comes Bourbon on Fire and Pizza Charlie, and Kentucky Bourbon is splitting horses at the back end of the field, still with 7 to make up. Alpha Whiskey and Little Frappuccino on the inside, still battling it out. And then comes Kentucky Bourbon. He is starting to make an impression, but he has 3.5 to make up. Little Frappuccino grabs a short lead. Alpha Whiskey right to the outside. Then Kentucky Bourbon. Little Frappuccino going to take it a half. Over Alpha Whiskey, Kentucky Bourbon, Pizza Charlie back there fourth.
The thrill of thoroughbred racing is always available with Oaklawn Anywhere. Because Arkansas residents can bet on races from all over the world with any smartphone, laptop, or tablet. Anytime, from anywhere. Download the Oaklawn Anywhere app. Sign up now, and you can qualify for a bonus of up to $150. Best of all, Oaklawn Anywhere is a free betting service with no subscription fees. Bet online anytime with Oaklawn Anywhere, Arkansas's exclusive window to worldwide racing.
What's your Oaklawn? Maybe it's relaxing at our world-class spa, or unwinding in a completely different way. It could be an evening at the Oak Room and Bar, late night dancing at Pop's Lounge, or just lazy mornings at your own pace. And our location in Hot Springs makes Oaklawn the perfect place to discover everything the Spa City has to offer. Explore the possibilities and make your reservations at oaklawn.com. What's your Oaklawn?
They're in the gate. And they're off. House Wrecker is establishing the early lead here. House Wrecker comes under the wire the first time with the lead. Company, though, from Have I Ever on the outside. And scooting up the inside is hoping for a ring, along with Careless Heiress in the striped silks, and now Careless Heiress to the front ahead. Have I Ever right with her. They're going to box on early. House Wrecker is racing in third, hoping for a ring now fourth. 2 lengths to GP's Amazing Grace in fifth as they begin to spread themselves out with 3/4 of a mile to go. Back along the inside is Lil's Turn. She's in front of 3 mares as they race up the backstretch. They are Dorita's Heart. Close to Me is a decent way back, but not as far back as last time. And A Girl Like Me is trailing with a half mile to go. They'll be coming to the first finish line here. And on the inside, Careless Heiress with the lead by a head. And Have I Ever remains her companion to the outside. Hoping for a ring, sits right in behind them, pocketed in third. And right to the outside is House Wrecker on the stretch out in the green. House Wrecker and hoping for a ring, going jointly by Have I Ever as they come to the top of the short stretch. It's Careless Heiress with the lead, and Careless Heiress maintains the rail and hoping for a ring. House Wrecker to the outside, 3 wide in third, and Lil's Turn is raced into a distant fourth, less than a furlong to go, and it's hoping for a ring taking over the lead here. Past Careless Heiress, up to the outside is House Wrecker, final 16th, and hoping for a ring is going to draw clear and take this one to Careless Heiress. Close to Me came from well out of it for third. They're off. Awkward start for Breadwinner, and he'll have to do his work from the back end of the field here. Propellant is driving off to the early lead. Julestown, with the addition of blinkers, is showing speed here, and it was this big as racing in third. Rachel's Caper is outside of that one in fourth. It's Daryl's Bolt on the inside fifth. The Bookkeeper, the gray, is alongside him in sixth. Length and a half to Breadwinner, and the Heights and the back two are hard to come by, and Discovery Peak, 3/4 of a mile to go, and it's Propellant with the advantage here by a length, and Julestown is racing in second just to the outside. It was this big on the inside races third, and Rachel's Caper to the outside is fourth, as those front positions have not changed much from the early going. Daryl's Bolt is racing on the outside of runners, a joint fifth with Breadwinner, who's moving much more to contention now after that awkward start. And there's about 4 lengths between those front 6. And then comes the Bookkeeper. He's starting to show some interest from the outside, but is still only mid-pack. The Bookkeeper is going to have to get it going here. The Heights, hard to come by, and Discovery Peak at the back end of the field as Julestown takes over the lead here. Propellant drops back. Up on the outside, it's Rachel's Caper. Up on the outside of Julestown, Daryl's Bolt looks for a clear way between those two. Then comes It Was This Big and Breadwinner on the outside. Through the stretch, it's still Julestown on the inside. Rachel's Caper right to the outside. Farther out comes It Was This Big. It is Julestown on the inside. Big upset. Wins it over It Was This Big. The Heights and Rachel's Caper. They're off. Too Pretty from the outside displaying speed. Shell Shock on the inside away smoothly. Whiskey Blue is splitting those two in third. McMansion is fourth. And Lady Commander to the outside fifth. Let's Duet is tucked in. She's next to last on the inside, just in front of the late running I Feel the Need as they move to the backstretch. Too Pretty owns the lead, 3/4 of a length, maybe just a half length, as Shell Shock is keeping her out. Nick Juarez has Shell Shock up in there second and maintaining the rail. Whiskey Blue to the outside third, 2.5 then. And it's McMansion who's running along in fourth and is a length and a half to the good of Lady Commander. Let's Duet is another 8 lengths back of that group, and she is sharing the trailer spot with I Feel the Need. They have a half mile to go here, and dueling leaders up front. On the inside, it's Shell Shock, and right to the outside, Too Pretty, and they're still doing battle past the 3 furlong pole, 3 lengths farther back here to Whiskey Blue, who's racing into third. McMansion is dropping back. Lady Commander moves by her. Nothing yet from Let's Duet. She is still sharing the trailer spot with I Feel the Need and is well back at the top of the stretch, 8 lengths off the lead. Just under 1/4 of a mile to go. And Too Pretty straightens for home with the lead by some 2 lengths. Shell Shock is racing next in second. And now down toward the inside, Let's Duet is in high gear. And Let's Duet, lagging back early on, is just roaring up the inside. And she is going to whoosh on by at the 16th pole in an impressive close. And I Feel the Need, it closed well with her to be 2.5 lengths back at the end in second. Too Pretty was third and Shell Shock fourth.
Want to know the most exciting use of your iPhone or iPad? It's the Oaklawn Anywhere app. Oaklawn Anywhere is available in the App Store, and Arkansas residents can download it for free. Then you can bet online anytime on your iPhone or iPad and get cashback rewards. Sign up now, and you can earn as much as a $150 bonus. The Oaklawn Anywhere app opens up a world of top racing action wherever you are. From Oaklawn, home of the Arkansas Derby and the Racing Festival of the South, to racing at tracks across the world, you can bet and watch right from your iPhone or iPad. Bet online anytime with Oaklawn Anywhere, Arkansas's exclusive window to worldwide racing.
For more than a century, the people of Arkansas have come to Oaklawn to play, to bet, and to win. Now, we're coming to you. Introducing Oaklawn Sports, the new mobile betting app from Oaklawn. Bet anywhere in Arkansas. Bet with confidence. Bet with Oaklawn. Download the app and start betting today. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's trusted brand.
And they're off. Off to a perfect start. Connie Kay is driving off to the early lead. Run Fearless is displaying good early speed. Heated argument on the inside. From between horses, Unbridled Twister is prominently placed. In between runners and right alongside the bright gray Hot Springs Bling on the outside. 2 lengths farther back, and it's Kaboom Baby, who's only 3.5 lengths off the lead on the inside, alongside Chai Tea. Run Fearless up on the outside. As Summer Shoes goes to the lead here. Summer Shoes takes over. It was Summer Shoes that broke quickly, not Run Fearless, and Summer Shoes has drawn clear as they come to the top of the stretch after front-running efforts early. And Connie Kay is racing in second. Summer Shoes and Connie Kay square off at the top of the stretch. Summer Shoes the inside. Connie Kay, Kaboom Baby on the outside is third. Summer Shoes, good start on the inside, maintaining the lead as they come to deep stretch. Connie Kay and Kaboom Baby trying to catch her, final 16th, and it is Summer Shoes, and she is going to do it once again. Beating Arkansas Breds for the fourth straight time, she wins the Down the Dusty Road over Kaboom Baby and Connie Kay. And they're off. Devil Vision out slowly. Eastside Cool showing that customary speed. Zoomer on the inside was out next. Major General is third. Full Charge in the black toward the outside fourth. Then way out there is Decision Maker. He's about 5 wide into that clubhouse turn. Anti-Gravity next to last. Devil Vision trails. Midway around the clubhouse turn, Eastside Cool. Company from the yellows, inside and outside. Zoomer to the inside, Major General to the outside. And then it's a 2-length break, and Full Charge settles back there off that leading trio and is racing in fourth, followed 4 lengths farther back by Decision Maker, and he is now tucked in. He's found a spot toward the inside, and he's all by himself back there, racing in fifth. Then comes Anti-Gravity, Devil Vision. Half mile to the finish. Eastside Cool, Company from Major General. Back to the inside, Zoomer has been able to hold the rail, but he's now 1.5 lengths back in third, and up to the outside of him is Full Charge, and he's very much in contention. Then a break of 4, and Decision Maker has been reserved in the early going and all the way to the midpoint on the far turn. Looks like he's being steered outward by Arietta, and he will come into the stretch about 4 wide. Anti-Gravity with considerable ground to make up, and then comes Devil Vision as they straighten away at the top of the stretch. Here is Full Charge. He's going to the front. It could be temporary as Decision Maker is closing right in. Full Charge, Decision Maker, Eastside Cool weakens. Then Major General and Zoomer. Final strides. Full Charge still there. Here's Decision Maker. Full Charge is going to win it. Mild upset over Decision Maker by a 1/2 length. Then came Zoomer and Anti-Gravity. They're off. Garhole away well on the outside. Mrs. Beans gets out in second, then Twisted Dixie, 110 Stadium, Bandit Point, and Big Success. Up the backstretch. Garhole, Ricardo Santana with the lead here, nearly 2 lengths. And Twisted Dixie on the inside, second ahead. Mrs. Beans is right alongside him. And then 2.5 to 110 Stadium, and then a 3.5 length break to Bandit Point. And trailing the field is Big Success as they range into the far turn. It is still Garhole with the lead here, and Garhole with the lead by 2.5 lengths. Mrs. Beans is now the closest pursuer and is after him while coming under some urging. Twisted Dixie on the inside third, then 110 Stadium. Good gaps back to Bandit Point and Big Success. Garhole comes off the turn. Santana peeking back for the competition. Garhole being steered for home. Santana has not reached for the whip yet. Garhole leads it by 3.5 lengths. Twisted Dixie is back in it along with Mrs. Beans in the battle for second. Now Garhole asks for his best in deep stretch, and he's going to hold sway and take this race for the second year in a row. He does it over Twisted Dixie. Bandit Point from well out of it, and Mrs. Beans. And they're off. They all came away quite well. Out from the middle, it's Blues Admiral Tivy is bearing down on the outside. Running for cash gets out in third. Sharp Stick is fourth. My Uncle Leon fifth. Then to the outside, Huntsville gets out in sixth. He's mid-pack up the backstretch while three wide. Dario is seventh, followed by April Fool's Andy. He's alongside him in eighth. Break of some 2 lengths to Ben Dreaming. Boldoro is outside of him and trying to gain from the backfield. Then comes Swift Custom, and trailing the field is Violent River as they advance past the 3 furlong marker. It is crowded up front. Tivy on the far outside, Blues Admiral toward the inside. Running for cash drops back from that group. Huntsville is emerging into third, just outside of My Uncle Leon. Boldoro in the pink with the black cap is starting to circle in, or at least try to, from the outside. Tivy has found the front here as they move to the final furlong, and he is drawing away impressively. Blues Admiral toward the inside. My Uncle Leon. Huntsville is flattened, as has Boldoro. They're all in a big battle for second. Tivy is going to graduate and do it emphatically. My Uncle Leon was second. Finishing third was Boldoro. It was tight for fourth.